Every morning at 6 a.m., I wake up and I get in my Ferrari. Just kidding. That. Here's what life actually looks like as a 27-year-old making between $3 and $5 million per year. Now, if you're watching this, I'm sure you've seen dozens of videos on YouTube titled things like Day in the Life of an 18-year-old gazillionaire, and I'm here to let you in on a little secret as somebody who is making millions of dollars online in my 20s. That's not what any of these guys' lives actually look like. Because with money comes stress, comes work, and there's a lot of other stuff that you don't see. So today I have one mission. I'm gonna give you the first raw and actually transparent look at a real day in the life of a 20-something making millions of dollars in Miami. And to make today's video interesting, I have to follow 3 rules. 1, I cannot exaggerate or hide anything. I will be completely real with you guys no matter what happens. 2, I have to transparently track every dollar I make today from my business and investments and tally it all up at the end of today's video so you guys can see exactly how much I make or lose, because that does happen. And 3rd, just to make it interesting, I have to show proof of every claim I make. But to kick this off, let's get this day started. My morning routine these days is simple. I wake up, I hydrate, I meditate, I caffeinate, and then I hit the gym.
There he is.
Hey, up this here.
How you feeling? I'm good, bro. How are you? Morning. Dude, it's 25 minutes late.
I'm cruising up Biscayne right now. Should be there in 3 minutes. Top of the morning, y'all. How we living? What up, buddy? What's up? How are you? R.I.P. Ben Bader.
Dude, let's do some fucking exercises, eh?
My heart been telling me yes, man been telling me no. Lockdown, I've been inside. Long time I ain't been on my home. When they call, don't answer the phone. I just wanna be on my own. I get up and get in my zone. I can't explain this feeling. Everyone said that they love me, liars simply don't know the meaning. My shorty keep it simple. I got her, don't need to please me. My songs, like my feelings, in the bank, but I can't release them. I grind cause I gotta get paid. 1% chance, 99% faith. I fell in love with the hustle. I fell in love with the chase.
Yo, wait.
No emotion, put in the pain.
You got a back seat in that thing? You think Jake can sit back there? Not really. Let me see. Good morning, vlog. We got a nice big spacious vehicle for Jake today.
Boys, it's always a good day when you get one of these. Anybody who does YouTube knows that 1 out of 10 hits like crack. Like crack. The new video's cooking, but hey, it's actually not just me. Many people don't know this, but Wade is not just a friend of mine, but also a client of ours for YouTube. Let me show you Wade's channel. Look at this. This guy's very humble. It's at 123,000, did you know that? And then we post a video like this on your channel and it only has 1.4 thousand views, but the amount of actual dollar per view off a video like this is insane.
I've already done 32K off of that video.
32,000 off of 1.4 thousand views.
Yes.
Cash. And that's what people don't understand, bro. Boys, we got some really fucked up news today. Like actually, seriously. One of the first people I ever knew in Miami, Ben Bader, passed away overnight. That's so fucking crazy to say, bro. Passed away overnight, died. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and rolled over and checked my phone and saw the news. And I don't really like making content about this kind of stuff because I think it's weird to try and get views off of really tragic situations. But I feel like I should speak about it briefly because, like I said, Ben was actually like one of the first 2 people I ever knew in Miami. I paid Ben and his partner Sanjay, who's a good friend of mine, $10,000 to help me build an offer. They were running an agency at the time, and when I first moved to Miami, they like welcomed me to the city. And the honest truth is I wasn't close friends with Ben, but I always really respected Ben, and I saw what he had done and I saw what he had accomplished. And the craziest part about this whole thing is I was just thinking to myself last week, like, oh, I never see these guys, like, oh, maybe we had some differences in the past, we don't really hang out, but I should really reach out to Ben and all of his friends, Mason, Jimmy, and these guys, and try and get everybody together and hang out because life is short. And I thought that, and I was like, oh, I'll hit him up next week, I'll hit him up next week. And then I wake up to this news and it's just like, fuck, dude, like you never know. How old was Ben? 24? 24 years old, perfectly healthy as I understand. And you just never fucking know, dude. Like it's a horrible fucking thing, bro. So rest in peace to Ben. I don't want to make this about me. It's about Ben today. I'm sure there'll be a big wake and a funeral. I mean, you guys were good friends, right?
I mean, I wasn't super close with Ben, but I would always keep in touch with him. And just recently we were out to lunch, and I spent a lot of time talking to Ben about life and business, and I just really enjoyed Ben as a person. You know, rest in peace. My condolences go out to all his close friends and family, and everybody that knew him, his girlfriend. I think the biggest thing to glean from this is, guys, life is fragile. I don't want to sound cliche, but you never know when something or some person can be taken from your life. It's very easy to go through life and just be ungrateful or take things for granted, but you never know when something could leave your life. It could be a job, it could be a friend, it could be a family member. So count your lucky blessings today, and if you're seeing this, you know, say a prayer for the gratitude that you have for those people in your life. Tell the people in your life that you love them. Make an effort to see them, because you can't take any of this material shit with you when you leave. None of this matters. You know, if you see this, Ben, I love you, buddy. Hopefully you're up with the big guy, and yeah, tell your loved ones you love them and give them a hug today.
This is gonna feel real good, alright? Most dope. Everybody please put a thumb in the air.
Alright, so boys, this might not be best practice, but to start out every single day, because I am not just an entrepreneur, but also an investor, check my portfolio before I do any actual work. The reason for this is I like to get the bad news or the good news out of the way first thing in the morning. So I literally have not looked at the markets at all. I don't even get on my phone in the morning when I'm at the gym. So let's go ahead and check the stock portfolio first and see if it is good news or bad news. Yeah, we are on the day basically flat, up 0.44% or $7.3 thousand. On the crypto side of things, a little bit more interesting, 24-hour P&L of about 20,000. Unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I've already sold like the vast majority of my crypto. I know I'm supposed to be the crypto guy. I've been selling like over 80% of my crypto over the past 2 months, because I kind of think things are looking a little bit toppy. Technically, for the exercises of today's vlog, we can start out on the day at a nice $26,000 in the green. In the green. Now, knowing these markets, all we need is a single fucking Trump tweet for that number to immediately go to like negative 250,000. But let's do some actual work now. I'm gonna try and actually explain to you guys how I make money in 60 seconds or less. There are really two main pillars, my active and my passive income. I'll start on the passive side since everybody loves talking about passive income. This is where my investments live. I'm investing in a few main buckets. The first is crypto. Most of you guys know me for this, and my main goal on this side is to own 100 Bitcoin before 2030, although I do day trade as well. Second is stocks. I actually have a sizable portion of my net worth in stocks, multi-seven figures, and my largest position is Tesla, although I've recently been swing trading a few others. I mentioned a few videos ago that I was heavily positioning in a new treasury company called House of Doge, which is basically a massive business that Elon's lawyer, Alex Spiro, is on the board and heavily invested in, and their main ticker, TBH, is up close to 10% this week. And now I've also been accumulating their other ticker, Zone, effectively taking a punt here that Elon ends up getting involved in some capacity since his lawyer is on the board. This is a 5 or 6 month swing trade for me and something I do alongside buying stocks and Bitcoin every single week. Anyway, this year, all in all, between stocks and crypto, I am up just around $2 million 10 months into the year, which I know isn't as crazy as some guys, but for me, is pretty good. Moving on to the active income side, the main thing that makes me money in 2025 is my consulting business, Convert. I don't talk about it that much, but my partner Marius and I are heads down working one-on-one with online entrepreneurs who want to scale their businesses with YouTube using the same systems that have made me millions of dollars on this platform, and we're getting them some pretty insane results, to be honest. We will end the month at about $115,000 cash collected over the past 30 days, which isn't bad, but I truly believe this will be a $1 million per month business in the next 12 years, and I'm currently spending about 90% of my waking hours building systems for this and closing clients.
How can we start? How can we get the link to start?
Dude, I'm gonna put it in chat right now if you guys just want to process this invoice real quick. All right, boys, 11:33, light 5,500 on the day from the walking pad and the iPhone. But yeah, growing the consulting business as fast as we can. Have a couple really good sales calls with potential clients lined up today. Typically the sales team would be taking these. But our boy Matthias is very busy today, and when you're a business owner and you got the biggest vested interest in things going well, sometimes you just gotta do the most fucking work. Anyway, one other really important piece of what I'm doing right now from a business perspective is long-term equity plays. And what I mean by that is leveraging my personal brand, my experience, my expertise to align with really fast-growing startups to get pieces of equity or ownership in them, and hopefully, whenever they're acquired, whenever the big exit event comes, have a nice liquidity event. So we are about to go right now actually to the office of one of these companies that I am super bullish on, a company called Fanbasis, payment processor for most of the biggest sort of internet money guys in the space. I'm a partner in this business. Yash, the founder, is a really good friend of mine, and we actually have a meeting today with somebody very special, somebody that probably every single person watching this channel watches as well. We might blur his face out, I don't know. Things are in progress, but we're gonna go link up at the office. So we gotta get out of here, we're late, bro.
Yeah, watch, late, Jack, Grant. Benjamin Franklin been debating, should I hit the bank and turn on money, shower on, bring them amigos out there.
Where are we? We're at the motherfucking Fanbasis HQ, baby. What's good, Chan? What's up, buddy?
This guy wants to see plan on the product side.
On the content
I'm gonna
side?
lean on you. I basically told him that you're running.
I can talk. I know what to say.
Yeah, should've died already. Faces. I should've died already. Shit, faces. Yeah.
Also, guys, as the investor that I am, I forgot to mention earlier when we were talking about the stock portfolio, that TBH is cooking right now. I talked about this in my video that I posted like 2 weeks ago. Basically, guys, there's this company that's literally trying to build like the micro strategy of Doge. They've been acquiring literally billions of dollars of this shit. Alex Spiro, Elon Musk lawyer, invested over $10 million in this business. There's a literal SEC filing for this thing. Nobody's talking about it, but we are silently just up 12% on the week. I think this is going to keep happening. I think that probably like 3 months from now, you're gonna see everybody on the timeline talking about this. It's gonna be too late. So understand, as always, that interest and opportunity are always inversely proportional. When nobody's talking about something, it's always the largest area of opportunity and vice versa. So I'm largely allocated. Okay, boys, the super top secret meeting has gone very well. In more exciting developments, now I have to go take another sales call. I'm gonna go sit in one of these little hubbies they have in the office, and I'm either gonna walk out of that room with $20,000 or zero. So I'll check back in about 30 minutes. Absolute war in that box for the last 2 hours, boys. Oh my God. We did, in the past 2 hours, 10K in actual cash collected and theoretically 40,000 in new business. 10,000 of that is from a client who is supposed to send payment any minute now, and another 20,000 from somebody who honestly probably won't close. So being very conservative, we can round out the day at $15,500 flat in sales. I'll check the portfolio again and see if we wipe that out yet. Stock portfolio is even more flat. Dude, I don't even remember all my numbers at this point. The actual point of this video is whenever you want to make a life for yourself and you want to take this shit into your own hands and be an entrepreneur, a lot of shit comes with it. I struggle to balance relationship, stress, life throws fucking curveballs. Today we had an absolute tragedy occur, and you gotta manage it all. Man, in the wake of everything that's happened today, I really just wanna get close to my friends. We're about to go run a dinner with some good friends of mine, catch up. God, I wanted to close that last guy. Oh! Anyway, here's my number for the day. Let's go eat. You know, guys, the old me, the 2024 me, would have booked some massive fancy dinner at Carbone or Komodo or whatever for the vlog, bring out all my friends. But like I told you at the beginning of this video, this is about real life. So let me remind you what's happened today. We wake up We're late to the gym. We find out some absolutely horrible fucking news about my friend Ben. We go home. Our sales guy is out. I close a client myself. Okay, boom. I gotta get in an Uber, drive to the office. I'm late to the office. We have a good meeting at one of my partner companies. I take 3 more sales calls. I fumble like 30 grand worth of business I should have had because I'm fucked up thinking about how a 24-year-old kid just like me lost his life overnight. I'm exhausted. And now what are we doing? We're going to get burgers with my friends at a spot called Coney Burger. I'm about to sit, like I might sit on the curb and eat this. Because that's real life, bro. Like I don't even care if it gets less views. Like I know a lot of you guys that watch these videos watch a bunch of channels with all these lives that they pretend to live online, especially in Miami. Like I'm telling y'all, that's not how it is, and like that's not real life. And when you really do this shit, like whenever you put in the work that it actually takes to get to this level and to build a real business, like this shit is exhausting, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And like we have high highs and we get to travel the world and all this stuff happens. You guys have seen those videos, but like real shit, I owe it to my audience in 2025. I show you what this is actually like, and it's mostly boring, but I want to show that because I know how many of you guys are aspirational and want to do big things, and I feel like are being misled.
No matter what you see online, success isn't sexy. It's ups, it's downs, and a whole lot of shit that doesn't look that cool on camera. I know we're all obsessed with this idea of getting rich now, obsessed with this idea of making it, but days like today are an important reminder of one thing. Life is short, and to be frank, you can't take any of this shit with you when you die. So I'm not telling you not to hustle, but I am suggesting you ask yourself one question. If my life ended today, and I had 10 seconds left in my body to reflect on whether or not I've been spending it right, what would my answer be? For 99% of us, that answer is no. But for someone like Ben, I really believe the answer would have been yes. And that's something we can all aspire to. So thank you for setting the example, and rest in peace, brother. We'll all do our best to be more like you.